Hello, this is Spencer Cookson, and this is my lightning talk. From Module 5, I looked at the religion, spirituality, and ritual topic. Religion is the belief in a higher supernatural power that is sometimes referred to as the creator of the universe and something that controls every aspect of the universe. Spirituality is the belief in a higher power, something far beyond the grasp of the normal human experience. Ritual is a set of actions normally done in a precise order that has a symbolic meaning. Religion is more associated with quantifiable behaviors and is the practice of believing in a spirituality from a specific construct such as Christianity or Judaism, whereas spirituality is more associated with addressing the many mysteries of the universe, like birth, death, and tragedy. Rituals are more actions and can be closely related to religions. Examples are baptism, where babies of Christianity are submerged in water to symbolize purification and admissions to the Christian church. Another example would be the ritual of lighting of candles and prayers spoken in the 8 days of Hanukkah in Judaism. This all comes from Module 5, which overall discusses how religion and health behaviors are very correlated. Many religions have different beliefs where someone of that religion is not supposed to eat a certain food group, like how people of Judaism are not permitted to eat pork and any meat that is not kosher. Other religions like Islam have times of the year like Ramadan where they must fast, which is not to eat food for 11 to 16 hours a day. Overall, religion has a large effect on the health of the people of that certain religion because of their certain rituals. I found a specific example from this topic of how the Chinese have a ritual of burning ghost money when someone dies, and that made me very intrigued. This is one of their rituals that is tied to the Chinese Taoist religion, where they burn paper called joss paper. Normally at funerals or certain holidays, this symbolizes sending money or material goods into the afterlife for their deceased relatives. Since many religions have different views of the afterlife and what can be done about the deceased after they have passed away, this made me ask the question, can people actually talk to the dead? I speculated that once someone passes away, that they are gone from this earth forever, and there is no simple way to contact them or send anything to them such as the Chinese Taoists do. I asked this question to raise this answer because I was raised in a very diverse household, to say the least. My mother and her side of the family is Christian, where you are told to pray for the dead to make sure they end up in heaven with God. And my dad's side of the family is Jewish, where they are told the afterlife is very ambiguous and the dead is not talked to. The prayer said at Jewish funerals is sometimes confused for praying for the dead, but is really a prayer that praises God and His will. I found that this is a very speculative subject and with no right or wrong answer, so I apologize if you do not agree with me. But my opinion is that there is no real ability to speak with the dead or pass things on to them into the afterlife. There is no hard evidence in this subject for or against my opinion, but I will use the religion of spiritualism as my justification for my opinion against being able to communicate with the dead. Spiritualism is a religious movement that believes the spirits of the dead exist and have the ability to communicate with the living. This following has upwards and over 8 million followers, even though it was proven that the founders of this movement, Kate and Margaret Fox, were in fact faking it the entire time. Further proof is that in 2008, the Fraudulent Mediums Act of 1951 was repealed, protecting fraudulent mediums from being arrested for pretending to act as spiritualistic mediums for money. They are now protected under the Consumer Protection from Unfair Trading Regulations of 2008. If the dead could in fact communicate with the living, there would be no unsolved murders and no mysteries because the dead would simply tell us what happened. As of 2008, fake mediums are now protected under law, so now someone pretending to speak with the dead can make an easy buck off a grieving person and can do that without going to jail. If the dead could communicate with us, they would not allow this or anyone to go unpunished for an unsolved crime. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Have a great Thanksgiving.